Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
26-yard line.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Working with a 2nd and 4. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
38-yard line.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He's brought down. Every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Got a man. It's Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 61 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Saints nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 27.
A very solid gain of 27.
First down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Play action now. Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Winston's pass intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, we're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Kick is good.
Tucker with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Saints nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with.
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
A gain of a yard.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy is nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Tackled back at the 20.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On play action, Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Saints' 27-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Jackson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
1st and 10.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 31, Winston. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
And it's 3rd.
On 3rd down, Winston. And he finds Cook. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
First down, Saints.
Jameis now on first down. And that's complete to Sanders. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
24 yards.
That one goes for 24 yards.
New Orleans.
And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On 1st and 10, Winston. Now he'll escape to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete.
Thrown away.
Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Try to pound it in, Kamara. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Quick throw complete, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. Kamara trying again. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Sanders for the Saints touchdown.
Number 17, Emmanuel.
8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Saints are back within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But
there he goes left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 75 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score, Ravens 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Well, this may be a free play for Winston. And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty. Off the play fake, Winston. Flush to his right. And Winston lost the football. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. from the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. This is Ingram. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ingram again, a first down carry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Second and 8.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Whip. 13.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They run from the pistol with Ingram. There goes Mark Ingram. 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 52 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Lining up for the extra.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start it.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a gain of 32.
Give them 32 on the play.
First down.
They go play action. Winston. Smith with a first down and more. And down to the 27-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
First down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, it's Winston. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
6-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston, he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Winston keeps it himself. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. They're going to run it with Murray. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints get a bit closer. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it, because nowadays you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Dobbins. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Hill. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Play fake. Winston. And this is Cook with a grab. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. First down, Winston. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans.
Michael Thomas. Touchdown.
Michael Thomas there to make the grab. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
I can't believe they even let you. 48, 48 month. I'm here all day.
To the air again with Winston. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back at the 10. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to look deep for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran safety Malcolm Jenkins who got a hand in there to disrupt it.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. On play action, they'll throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And the Saints first down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action now. Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Winston took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Yards to go.
And the blitz does come. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Calais Campbell picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And it's 4th down.
Now Winston on 4th down. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And no, it's incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson on the tackle. That's a gain of
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
No good.
Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Winston to throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Saints.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
The Sanders has got it complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
At the 9-yard line.
Winston. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. He's at the 50. He's at the 30.
Don't worry about it, baby.
20.
I ain't worried about it. Let's go.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown,
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback. With it, and he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
23 yards on the play.
New Orleans.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On play action, Winston. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up second down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
A second down throw for Winston. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And a short gain down to about the 33.
On the carry for New Orleans.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
And 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints get a bit closer. So this likely just to get the final score a bit closer given the time remaining, but they'll have a go for 2 here. Jameis to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is going to lose yardage here.
The score, Ravens 36, Saints 26.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated.
This is caught inside the 15. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 75 yards.
Today's final score, Ravens.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they?